Good afternoon, children. Children, till now we have read about what are metals and non-metals, what are the physical and chemical properties, differences between the physical and chemical properties, how do they react with oxygen. Now we will proceed to the topic, that is the reaction with water. Second one is reaction with water. Now we will take a piece of clean magnesium ribbon. We will place it in a test tube which is half filled with water. Then we will cover it with another boiling tube or test tube just by inverting it on the mouth of the first test tube, and then we will gently heat the lower test tube over the flame of a burner. Now the experimental setup will be somewhat like this. This is a test tube in which magnesium ribbon is placed, and then it is half filled with water, and then a test tube is just inverted over its mouth, and the setup is made fixed with the help of stand. Then we will gently heat the lower test tube over the flame of a burner. It is gently heated. Then we will observe evolution of some gases in the form of bubbles. We will remove the inverted test tube. We will remove the inverted test tube and bring a burning matchstick near its mouth. It burns with a crackling sound, which is the characteristics of hydrogen gas. That means the evolved gas is nothing but hydrogen gas. The reaction is somewhat like this. Magnesium reacts with water and forms magnesium hydroxide along with the liberation of hydrogen gas. That means hydrogen gas is evolved, which is indicated by a popping. From this activity, it is clear that some metals can react with water to liberate hydrogen gas. Now we will see how nonmetals react with water. Nonmetals do not react with water. That's why some reactive nonmetals are stored in water to prevent their reaction with air. For example, phosphorus. It is a nonmetal. It is a nonmetal, but it is very reactive because it catches fire on reaction with air. That's why it is stored in water. Now, in order to see how the metals react with acid, we will perform another activity, that is reaction with acid. Reaction with acid. In order to see this experiment, or in order to perform this experiment, we will take some clean iron nails and put them in a test tube. we will take some clean iron nails and put it in a test tube. After that, we will add some dilute hydrochloric acid into it. We will invert another test tube over the mouth of the first test tube. Just and again it is installed with the help of stand. Then we will observe that some gases is evolving in the form of bubbles. We will bring again a burning matchstick near its mouth. It burns with a popping sound. This is again, just now we have studied that this is the characteristic feature of what? Hydrogen gas. So this means that evolved gas is hydrogen. The reaction will be iron nails, that is iron reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid and hydrogen gas is evolved. This activity can be repeated by taking, you can take aluminium, you can take zinc, and the same activity is repeated. How the aluminium reacts, you see, with hydrochloric acid. Again hydrogen gas is liberated. Aluminium chloride along with hydrogen gas. Now again, in order to balance it, then zinc reacts with dilute sulfuric acid and it forms again hydrogen gas. This activity shows that most metals react with dilute acid to liberate hydrogen gas and forms metallic salt. Some metals like copper, lead do not react with dilute hydrochloric acid. They react with sulfuric acid, nitric acid, but do not liberate hydrogen gas. Metals like gold and platinum do not react with dilute acid. Thus we have seen how metals react with different acids. Now come to the nonmetals. They do not react with acid. Some nonmetals like sulfur and phosphorus react with concentrated acid but do not liberate hydrogen gas. Now the fourth one is, how do they react with alkalis? Reaction with alkalis. Most metals do not react with alkalis. However, some metals like aluminium, zinc, they react with some bases like sodium hydroxide, you can say potassium hydroxide, and they form their salt and liberate hydrogen gas. Now one very important point, children, to be noted, that we generally use metallic utensils in our houses when certain foodstuffs containing acids in them, especially you can say pickles, curd, citrus fruits, are kept in these utensils. There is a reaction between the acids in the foodstuff and the metal. Sometimes these reaction results into the production of some toxic compounds. Hence, it is advised, children, that not to keep the foodstuff in such containers, and because the acids present in them reacts with the utensils and make some toxic compounds. That's all for today children. Now you note down your home assignment. Your home assignment is write the balance chemical equation for the following reaction. What happens or how the reaction can be represented when magnesium reacts with water, when aluminium reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid, iron reacts with hydrochloric acid, zinc reacts with sulfuric acid. Okay? Thank you children.